What's up, YouTubers? Welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the Joy Toy Skeleton Forces Starhawk 12th Legion PERON Patrol, brand new release from Joy Toy. There's quite a bit to it, so let's get into it. And here's the brand new packaging from Joy Toy. Unlike their previous and older releases that came in those cardboard boxes with the clear solid containers, they've opted to go with this window style. And here on the front, you see the artwork of the three figures. On the side, it has Joy Toy written in like a foil type font. On the back, you can actually see some of the accessories that it comes with. Here's an Exo-suit, some of the rifles, looks like a foot locker, obviously the helmets. On this side of the package, it has the word PERON Patrol in that foil lettering. And on the bottom, it has PERON Patrol as well. And in the upper left, or middle left, it says Starhawk 12 Legion. And back to the front. Well, new packaging, new figures from Joy Toy. Let's open this up and see what's inside. Now with everything out of the packaging, it gives you a good look of all the accessories Joy Toy has included. Looks like this is an Exo-suit for one of the figures. 3 sets of elbow pads. 3 blank heads that pop on the figures so you can get those helmets on. 2 sets of hands. 2 extra carabiners. 3 pistols. 4 rifles, one of which is a sniper rifle, and they've also included this blue foot locker, which has fantastic paint on it. It actually has a really good working hinge that's not going to snap. And one feature that I always love about Joy Toy, they give us these extra pieces and extra parts in case you break any of the joints on your figures. And I just wanted to add that unlike other companies, Joy Toy gives you all these accessories that actually make sense. They fit these figures, and it goes really well together. Looking at the first figure of this female trio, you can see she has a brown scarf, a really great vest with pouches. Her helmet's fantastic with the number 12 on it. She has a shoulder guard on her left shoulder. I've opted to put on the elbow pads just so you can see them. She has a great backpack. Looks like a canister of some type on her belt. Spinning around to this side, she has another shoulder pad and elbow pad. Her pistol holster's on her right thigh. I hooked up one of those 2 extra carabiners to her vest. This gives you an option to hang her rifle. A nicely painted face. They painted in the whites of her eyes and her lips. She has brown hair with a tight bun in the back. Looking at the second figure, she's also wearing the same black tactical vest, but I think this brings uniformity to the team. The detail on the pants look fantastic as well. They're white with a brown pinstripe and a light brown wash. Spinning around to the back, she's wearing the same backpack, also carrying a red smoke grenade on her belt. I've opted to keep her elbow pads off, but the option's there if you like. Here's a look at the back of her helmet. It has the white pinstripe and also the number 12 on top. And the attention to details on figures this size is nothing but phenomenal. And as she spins around to the front, we get a better look at the head sculpt. Her face is really nice looking. Again, painted in eyes. And her white hair has a slight wash to it to bring out all the details. For the final figure of the team, she comes with a completely different tactical vest. Also a different brown scarf around her neck. Obviously she's the sniper of the group. And as she spins around, you can see the brown pouch on her belt. Again, I've opted not to put the elbow pads on this figure. On her backpack, she's actually carrying a radio. And you can see the maroon cord that comes around to the front, which is actually hidden by her scarf. The bottom of the boots are actually textured with a foot peg. And as she spins around, you can get a good look at the gloves that the team wears. And an up-close look at the front of the helmet. And just like her 2 teammates, Her paint sculpt is sharp, face looks great, another fantastic figure of the group. And here I wanted to show you some of the subtle differences between all three of these figures. Now this figure and this figure has the same exact gear, which I've taken off. I wanted to show you this up close. Her knee pads are actually painted. This gets you a good look at the blue on the shirt, the sculpted in wrinkles. Spinning this around, you can see that articulation point right here. And that's hindered by all the gear. Now if I draw these two figures in close, you can see the differences between her vest and the sniper's vest. You can clearly see the differences now. Also, this gives you a good look at the differences between the two neck scarves that each of the figures are wearing. This figure is actually carrying a knife, where the sniper is not. Turning him around to the back, now you get a really good look at the radio and the sculpt on the backpack. Let's take a look at the knife real quick. It has a black handle and painted silver blade, and they even went so far as molding in the serrated edge. And this just slides right back into the sheath. Moving on to the articulation of these figures, you'll notice that all three of these are on the same body type, so the articulation is the same. The head moves left and right. It's on a ball joint, so you get some sideward motion. She can only look up about this far with the scarf on. She can look down this far. Of course, the arms go up. Full rotation at the shoulders. More than 90-degree bend at the elbow. Wrist bend. Wrist swivel. And get my fingers out of the way. She has that diaphragm joint that we were talking about earlier that's hindered by the gear. Waist swivel. Thigh swivel. She could do the splits about this far. Spartan kick forward.
This is Sparta!
Double knee joint. Ankle rockers. Her foot goes up this far. And of course we have that toe joint. And it points down this far. All the wonderful articulation that Joy Toy continues to give us in their figures. Here's one of the figures with the Exo-suit, and I wanted to see how it was going to fit. It was a little tricky, I'm not going to lie. I had to remove her hands, her gun holster, the thigh guard, and her belt. It's a really nice touch that they added to this set. It's really pliable and flexible. Spinning it around, oops, this came unclipped. That actually plugs into here. It doesn't hinder any of the articulation on the figure. There's plenty of joints and pivot points. The leg bends fine. The arm bends fine. Has wonderful detail on it. There's one comment I would make. It is a little loose. And I think when they designed this Exo-suit, it was more for those figures with the bulkier gear on or bulkier suits. But this also gives you a great option to use this on any of your other 1/18 scale figures. let's get an up-close look at these weapons. Take her helmet off so we can see who's carrying what. Looks like her rifle comes from the Vector family. Great detail and sculpt. It has some white paint on it. A little bit of yellow on the stock. She has a scope on top with a top rail. And the same painted details on this side. Let's put her over here and grab the next figure. And while removing her helmet, you can see one of the 3 blank heads that comes with this set. This is a great touch if you don't want to scratch the paint on either of those other 2 figures with the smaller head. But unfortunately, this head sculpt, let's put it on the figure, just pops on. Her hair sculpt is really thick, and the helmet just doesn't fit. Let me take her hands off so we can get a better look at her gun. And this gun as well looks like it comes from the Vector family. Albeit, it's a little different than the other gun, because it has a front handle, and this is painted yellow and has white on a different type of stock. Let's slide this stuff out of the way. And last but not least, let's take a look at that sniper rifle. Taking her helmet off, as you can see, the helmet does fit on her head. Let me spin this over here. All the wonderful detail on this sniper rifle. It has the front bipod that actually folds up. Great looking scope and paintwork on this rifle. And again, same on this side. Bringing in the final rifle of the set. This has some really great paint detail on it as well, with the red round drum, a silencer. Flipping it over, you can see all the great detail on this side too. And the package shows that this actually goes with the sniper for close quarter combat. And finally, I just wanted to bring in some Joe figures and a Marauders figure so you can see the difference in the scale. And after looking at this, I really didn't realize how short Lady J really was. And as you can see, it fits in with your 1/18 scale collection perfectly. This has been my look at the new Starhawk 12th Legion Parapatrol group from Joy Toy. This is but just one set from the new Battle for the Stars series that Joy Toy is releasing. I really like how they're releasing all new female figures to add to your collection. And as you can see, these figures are highly detailed, fully articulated, and will make a wonderful addition to your ever-growing collection of 1/18 scale figures. And I've said it before, and yes, I'll probably say it again, Joy Toy continues to impress me. And as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. And if you like what you see, join the community. And remember, share your knowledge.